Hello everyone, welcome back to another showcase. Now we've already covered the first Rapier. I figured I want to cover the other one. Now, this Rapier has actually been a recurring weapon throughout the Dark Souls series, which is rather strange. There's nothing really special from this one, other than its given name and appearance. Similar to Sunlight Sword, in terms of how special it is. Well, today's weapon is Richard's Rapier. Who's Richard? An old dead prince. At least that's based on lore. From the original Dark Souls, anyway. He'd be a random NPC that you had to kill. The description reads, a strikingly decorative rapier of an undead prince spoken in ancient stories. Those stories have to be pretty ancient by now. Although many tales surrounding the prince are questionable, his thrusting weapons suggest the stories of his graceful technique were in fact true. The skills Ricard's lunge and press. Assuming a quick ascent, lunge forward and execute a stunning chain attack, sustaining offensive with strong attacks. Now usually Richard's Rapier are usually given choice in most of the games in terms of dex build. But that was in the past. New weapons have been introduced since. But how does it hold up? We'll see. Visually, it's probably the best looking Rapier in the game still. Most formal looking, even with the cross loop, to catch your opponent's blade and to twist it. Normally these weapons are used with a little buckler shield, which I'll use for aesthetic purposes, plus a few parrying moves. But yes, very nice looking indeed, and it's not too long either, just a perfect length. Stat-wise, looking at the physical, it's okay. Rapiers don't have the highest damage because they make up in DPS. The attribute bonus is a C for already dexterity, which is nice. Strength is also a nice bit too, but it's not really expected. As for attribute requirements, you need quite a bit of dexterity to wield this, as you do get this much later in the game. It is appropriate. And strength, you barely need any of it. You should have that by the time you get there. Now, Richard's lunge and press move requires not a whole lot of FP at all. And weight is quite lightweight since it is a Rapier. So overall, its stats seem to be reflecting true what it actually is. A light, quick attacking Rapier. However, there's something different about this Rapier. You can't actually parry with it in left hand, which is strange. But no matter the cost, it's still good. Animation-wise, the basic attack is the rapid thrusting of a Rapier weapon. The more powerful one is rapid, powerful thrust, a little bit slower. Two-handed version Y, it's a quick, rapid attacks again, and same can be said for the two-handed version power attack. Now, the special attack is a rapid, similar to the plain Rapiers, but a final one added at the end. Now, you can also use the shield up. And the sprint attack is a rather hop, skip, and charge forward. Now, as I mentioned, you cannot parry the weapon in your left hand. Upgrade-wise, even though it has fancy name and all, it still takes its plain old Titanite shards. Upgrade-wise, I don't really expect too much out of this. I don't think a attribute bonus is going to go to a B based on how much I'm getting from it. And the upgrade power is not really that great. It's to be expected from a Rapier. And yep, attribute bonus. That's going to change in what Durandal's last few upgrades. Now, how does it do in the field? Well, in terms of parrying, I'm not going to parry every opponent's move, but at least we'll parry a few of them. But I'm just no good at parrying. Never was. There we are. You can see a lot of damage there. 420. Praise it. Now, in terms of regular damage, it's going to be okay, but I want to try a back attack. 320, which is good. Everything else is going to be made up in DPS. So, in terms of overall damage though, it gets a pass. It's not amazing, not, well, underwhelming. Now I want to try, see if that, since there's a high DPS with that move, I want to try and break his shield, because the overall damage takes out roughly half his health. No, let's try here. No, nope. Come on now, be friendly. Nope. Try again, which he won't let me. Let's try it again. Nope. Man, no, he ain't gonna let me. He's just gonna counterattack after hitting one of those moves. So we'll try it against now the Golem. Gorgile. It could be either or, to be honest. I'm not gonna try and break through his shield, because I know it won't work. Weapon's far too light. Otherwise, it does okay damage. Again, the damage isn't great. It has to be made up in DPS. So with only average results of the R2, how will it fare against the Black Knight? I'm expecting, again, more average results, which is pretty much what I'm seeing across his weapon. I think it's a bit weaker than its previous renditions in Souls games. But no matter. But to be honest, you pretty much get this much later in the game than you did in Dark Souls, the original. In Dark Souls, the original, you got it roughly halfway through the game. This one you get pretty much almost at the last third of your playthrough. Yeah, this weapon's more designed for the parrying type. However, it cannot parry. Power attacks, I tried it, but I wouldn't recommend it. This weapon's not designed for power attacks at all. Just parry, backstab, get your opponent's bolt in between their attacks. That's what a Rapier is used for. I just want to finish off with a back attack. Yeah, it's alright. So it's okay damage. Alright, on to the pros and cons, plus the score. Okay, on to the pros. We got a weapon with very high DPS. And the special is very easy to use. That's it for pros. On the con side, overall damage is meh. And considering how late in the game you get it, it's a bit underwhelming in terms of overall performance. And that is the pros and cons. Now, the score for Richard's Rapier is damage, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. It may be rapid, but it's not very powerful otherwise. Reach, 5 out of 10 for being the average length of a blade. Animation, I'll give it a 6, even though it has a plain Rapier moveset, at least has the somewhat unique Bolt special move. The bonus, I'll give it a 6 out of 10, since there is a bit of bonus damage there and it's quite helpful. Miscellaneous though, I'll give it a 4 out of 10. This is a returning weapon and it's the weakest rendition so far, from what I noticed. So in total, 26 out of 50. Mediocre. Which is unfortunate. I was hoping this weapon would be a little bit better this time around. So poor old Richard's probably rolling in his grave, knowing his weapon's a bit weaker this time around. But oh well. He's long dead. Should be millennia long dead. But oh well. It's still an alright weapon, but I think there might be better ones down the road I'll probably cover. Compared to the plain Rapier, there's not a whole lot of difference in terms of stats, but oh well. It's been today's showcase. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.